Welcome back to the channel, guys. Now, I ended off last episode by saying that this week solo raids is going to be something that I am wanting to learn. Now, I don't actually believe I said whether or not I'm going to commit to it, because obviously I don't know. I want to do as much as I can this week. I would love to be able to learn it by the end of the week, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to just do that, because if I do that, it's going to be really hard to get content, because there's only so much I can show of raids. There isn't that much interesting, and me trying to learn Ulm solo isn't necessarily the most interesting thing. Now, the raid I've just done is my third solo. Now, I've currently learned how to do the methods from watching Wook's guide and Sync's guide. Now, I'll go admit, I know exactly how to do everything, it's just actually doing it. Obviously, it's easy to learn what to do when you watch a video. I understand how it all works. I just need to put it into practice. As you guys can see, we did just get a 19, basically a 20k point raid. Now, length of raids at the moment doesn't bother me. I'm continuously looking over guides and making sure I can do different things. Every room I get to, I make sure if there's something I can do better, because obviously solo tactics are slightly different. If you guys are interested at all, this is the setup that I've actually decided to go with. Now, the only reason I've got a Serp Helm this raid is because I had Shamans. It allows me to take one more piece of food, because I don't use my sand foods because I don't have any. So I just take a Serp Helm instead, that way I don't need an antidote. It's kind of nice. And I was originally using a Fighter Torso, because in a lot of the guides, you know, they say Fighter Torso is good. But because I'm learning, I felt like the Fighter Torso is really nice. But also I've seen people like Rice Cup use the Torag's plate body, because it does offer substantial range bonus, and it really helped in Martydals to tank whilst I was cutting the tree, and I took like a lot less damage at Ulm, which is really nice. Obviously we miss out on 4 strength bonus, but we get a hell of a lot of range bonus, which is really nice. So this is the setup I've been taking. I do actually have dehydrated legs as well, but they are in, I don't bring them down to Ulm, I bring 1 extra food, because at the end of the day I hit on Ulm very well, and if we look, my range bonus is pretty high anyway, so I'm pretty happy with it. Once I get more comfortable, I'll bring it down, but whilst I'm learning Ulm, every bit of food counts. This was a 1 death raid, I'm expecting to die, but I was very happy with this raid considering it was my 3rd raid, and I got to literally just before the head phase. It was, I think the melee hand was like 2 hit, and the mage hand was ready. The one thing that I'm trying to learn is, if you guys know absolutely nothing about solo raiding and you've never seen someone solo raid, or you don't necessarily understand the mechanics, basically once you're doing the mage hand, I've got 4 tiles marked, and I've recently changed what color my tile is when I click, so I can see it like more brightly, and when it disappears it makes it just that bit easier for me to learn. I'll probably end up keeping the color because I'll get used to it, but these are the 4 safe spots when you're running the mage hand, and you'll run basically from this one here to here, and then you'll either run here or back, and basically you go back and forth, and you can take, if you do it perfectly, it is literally tick perfect, 1 tick too late or 1 tick too early, you will mess it up. If you're tick perfect, you don't have to use any prayer other than offensive prayers, but whilst I'm practicing, obviously I'm just using defensive. I'm not even using offensive. I just want to keep my prayer as long as possible and just practice Ulm. And I'm also currently, I want to learn all the methods at Ulm, but to start with, I want to learn 4-1, and 4-1 is a basic method of when you're on the melee hand after you've killed mage, you'll get 4 hits on Ulm, and he'll only get 1 on you. I believe there is a way of doing 4-0 the whole way. You just have to do mage and melee at the same time. It's a hell of a lot more click intensive, but I'd love to learn it. I don't know if I'd do it all the time, but I'd love to learn it, because it will be nice to say, you know, I can do 4-0, or if I'm low on food, it is an option. Because sometimes Ulm will just be an absolute bellend and smash you about. But a basis of how 4-1 works is you stand on this safe spot basically, and you get the first hit here. You get a hit, you can either step over and get hit, but basically you get 3 hits before you have to cross to the middle. And then as you cross back, this is the first hit, and that's where the 4-1 starts. You get 1 hit as you cross, and then 1 hit here, then 2 more before you cross. It probably makes no sense, but I just wanted to explain it for anyone that doesn't know how solo raids work. It does sound complicated. I've got to admit, when I first looked at it, I thought, oh my god, this is going to take me so long to learn. But within 3 raids, I understand how to do everything. It's just, I need to just keep doing Ulm over and over again. The only thing I don't like about solo raids is the rooms before. Martydal or Mutadal, however you want to say it. It's just an RNG fest. Sometimes you get fucking slapped by it, sometimes you won't. It's been in every one of the raids I've done so far, or 3 of the raids I've done, and the first one was perfect, and I was in void in the first one, and in the other 2, it was painful. I was kind of lucky to get out alive, but Martindale does drop an Overload Plus. It does drop some good stuff, so it's a good room to do. To be honest, it's always nice. I feel like I'm always going to do a raid at the moment whilst I'm learning that has a Tecton or a Mutter in, just so I can guarantee to get myself an Overload Plus, because I can't do it. But for now, I'd say I'm happy. This is a bit of a long clip, but I wanted to explain to you guys what exactly is going through my head and how I'm going about raids and how I'm doing, because obviously I'm going to do updates every now and then, otherwise you're never going to see anything. But we might get lucky and pull a purple whilst we're just learning. I mean, 20k points, I mean, when I'm doing trios and whatnot, 24, 25k is like top points. But you don't often see 24, 25k on one player. So I'm pretty happy with that. Honestly, I'm really happy. So I'm going to get straight back in here and keep raiding. So we got ourselves an elite clue scroll from that raid that we just done. Just went ahead and completed it. It's so nice just to be able to go for elite clue scrolls now and not worry about a quest requirement coming up and thinking, oh, I bet I should really go do that quest. It just feels really nice because obviously I never have to worry about doing a quest again. Other than that, there's like gear requirements, but a lot of that stuff I'll only get through doing other clue scrolls. There's Bandos cloaks and stuff like that, for example, but that's for a master. But anyway, basically I need to do clues to be able to do other clue steps and not quests. But let's see what we get in this elite clue. I don't even know if I need anything from elite clues other than ornament kits would be cool, but let's have a look. Acidious Scarf, that's the first one I've seen. Oh, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a pretty nice clue. We've got some Onyx Bolt Tips, Summer Pies, which are going to be nice when I boost for RD, and another Rune Plate Skirt. I actually need one of these, and ever since I've had that clue step where I needed one, I haven't had one. And well, I have one now, so next time I get that elite clue step, I can do that. That's another unique Acidious Scarf. I don't think it has much use. We're just going to plonk it in. And the other day, I didn't actually mention, but we did get a Gothics Robe top, I think, in an easy clue. It does actually give us the top and bottom, but the only downside with this is you need the stole and the mitre, I think. There's quite a lot you need to be able to complete a whole set, and it's kind of ridiculous. But the Summer Pies are nice. Obviously, Dragonstone Rings, just a free Dragonstone Ring. It's a free Alk or something. But other than that, there was one thing I was going to show you guys, and I've already forgot what it was. What was it? There was something interesting that I was going to show you guys, and honestly I have no idea what it was. Obviously Onyx Bolt Tips are alkaballs. I can't think what it was. If I remember, I will show you guys, but for now I don't know what the hell it was I was going to show you. But either way, I'm going to go back to solo raids and hopefully learn them. I remember what I wanted to show you guys now. It's just how many Summer Pies we have. It's not that exciting, but it's nice that we get more and more of these, because I do plan to boost for RD course as soon as I get to 85 agility. I don't want to stay at Relica. I would rather go to RD. So I definitely do plan to do it. So the more of these we get, the better. I was just about to make myself an extra Runelight bank tab or tag tab for solo raids, because this is the one I have for when I raid with other people. It's got all the items that I would normally use. I also need to add certain things like Rune Pouch. In fact, I might as well do that whilst I'm here. I normally take Ancients when I do group raids. So 9 times out of 10 I'm on the Ancient Spellbook, and obviously I'll take Barrage. So that's pretty much everything I take on a team raid or duo or above. But I wanted to make a solo one, and what I've just suddenly noticed is I was going to change the icon. I was looking for an icon. It's now possible, even if you don't have the item, if you change your icon, you can put absolutely anything here in the game. So if we was to go to Metamorphic Dust, we could literally have, even though we don't have it, the icon as the Metamorphic Dust. So for solo, I thought it would be a good idea to put it as Omelette. I can't think of one for the duo, team or above, so at the moment I put Dexterous, but there's no item I can think. I did have my Dragon Whammer originally, so I might put my Dragon Whammer back, which I think I will, but it's pretty cool. You can do that now. It never used to be able to do that, and it's really cool that you can do that now, because we can have birdhouses rather than just a magic log there. I don't know, it just looks kind of neat, to be honest. So we're just doing our first solo raid of the day, and I've got to admit, it's a little scary, and you guys will see me actually over prepping. That's because obviously, because I'm learning, I make myself 2 overloads and 2 prayer enhance, in case I go in and shit just goes completely wrong. It's just better to be prepared. But anyway, first solo raid of the day, and I completely forgot to bring waters. Now, once you know how to solo, you don't actually need waters because you can pretty much completely avoid flame wall. I've been doing it for the majority of the time, but every now and then I might get caught by it. So if I get caught by it in this raid, it's gonna fucking hurt. Hopefully it won't get me killed, but you know, it's my fault at the end of the day. I never actually mentioned it, but we reached 150 mil total experience not too long ago. Pretty nice number. I update, well, I say I get to a certain total experience. At the moment, it seems like every 25-50 mil. I don't often mention it too often, I don't believe. If I do, then rip. But at the moment, it's got to the point where it is literally like 25 to 50 mils, a nice milestone. Every 10 mils kind of cool, but it's nothing huge. And I just created loads of pro enhancers without meaning to. I'm a noob. We're taking a little break from raiding to do some Slayer, because I still need to make the money to get enough for 83 smithing. We just got our 500th task. I have been doing only Konar. I believe I've mentioned that before, but we just got Dagonoffs in the Catacombs Karen, so a fairly easy task. I'll just go in there and bash it out real quick. We've got 2 Brimstone Keys. We're going to use them real quick. Hopefully get something half decent. Some rubies. Not too great, honestly. That's 2 bad Brimstone Keys. But a quick update on solo raids. Everything that I've learned so far is I've learned how to run the heads. I learned how to do 4-to-1 on melee hands. I'm not 100% sure what method I'm going to go for the head phase, because I don't really like the blowpipe method too much. So I'm almost tempted. I've tried it once. I'm tempted to continue doing it. It's the crossbow into blowpipe, basically. If you guys don't really know what it is, you run the head up and down like just from one side to the other. You don't take a hit if you do it correctly. You'll crossbow on either end. I'm at the moment using ruby bolts with a rune crossbow, and then as you cross the head, almost just as you go across a couple tiles, you'll blowpipe once, then get to the safe spot, crossbow, and then you literally rinse and repeat. The only problem is it uses a lot more run energy, and that's one thing I'm struggling with at the moment, because whilst I'm in the raid, for now I don't care about completing the raid with however many deaths. I just want to learn as much as I can, and there's been a couple of times where I'm focusing so much on learning what to do, where on the second to last phase, or the last phase before the head phase, I'll kill the mage hand and the melee hand still on full HP, so I have to do it more than once. I'm just so focusing, getting used to running the head, but everything's going a lot better than I thought it would. I've only done, I don't know, if we look at my raids KC real quick, I've only done 6 solo raids, so I'm actually really happy with what I've achieved so far. It won't be long before I am doing solo raids deathless, which is really nice, but I don't want to just like really stick with it, because I'm not gonna lie, it's quite hard to do something and continuously fail, but I feel like I don't want to spread it out too much either. I'm guaranteed to be doing a few raids a day to just get myself used to it, but at the same time, if I was to continuously do it, I don't know, it'd be really demotivating, and it might make me feel like, oh, I just don't want to play RuneScape. So I'm definitely doing stuff in between that's more fun. My mindset as of late in real life isn't the best, so I thought it's probably not a good idea to go into something and continuously fail, because it's just going to make me worse in real life. So I'm definitely kind of taking a step away from it every now and then. But I've got to admit, I'm definitely learning, and it's nice to be able to do a bit of that and then go out to do some other content. But for now, we're going to do a bit of Slayer. I'm going to go get this Dagonoff task, and we're going to get an absolutely massive amount of points, because it is our 500th task. We just completed our 500th task, and as you guys can see, we got 700 points from it. This puts us at 1k. That is such a nice boost. I mean, there's nothing I really need Slayer points for at the moment. It's nice to have them. Now, I haven't really mentioned this, but I've mentioned that I've been doing Konar Slayer probably for about the last 20 tasks, just to see if I get more money through Brimstone Keys and whatnot, compared to Duradel. But I've got to admit, as much as I'm not enjoying Duradel at the moment, the money is just better. You get more Necreal tasks, more Gargoyle. I'll get more Abyssal Demon, which means I'll be able to do Sire. There's just so many tasks at Konar you can get that just aren't good, and there's not many tasks I've had recently that are good. I don't think I've had any that give good money unless I get a Brimstone Key, then get cash or an alchemy out of that Brimstone Key. So for now, we're just going to go back to Duradel. Hopefully we won't get annoyed with Duradel, because there's a lot of tasks on there that I am sick of doing, but for now we're going to go back to him. Just got ourselves a hard casket. I had a hard clue from, I think it was either the last task or the one before, and I completely forgot to do it. But here it is. We'll just quickly bank everything.
and take out the casket. Like I've said before, there's not too much I'm looking for in hard caskets anymore. Mainly just to complete books, complete sets and whatnot, so we can store them in the house. But here we go, hard casket, another rune plate skirt, Jesus. I mean, we can't complain with the clue. I suppose we can out this. We've got one for the elite clue, but other than that, pretty average clue. Hey, another pair of dragon plate legs. That's another 150k. Cannot complain with that at all. Hey, our first Dark Beast task. Doesn't really matter, because we killed like 107 already, but the first one on task, that's kind of cool. Lol, another Sears ring. That's a troll, man. That's a fucking troll. I'll take it. I'll take it. I mean, I don't really care because... No! I just got back to back. That's fucking ridiculous. Easy game, boys. Easy fucking game. So we just finished our Dagonoff task. We had 147. We done it in one trip. I could do trips a lot longer if I got like 200 Dagonoffs. But to be honest, I don't think it's worth it because I have to prayer flick the whole time, which definitely takes some enjoyment out of it for me. And also, I'd have to take more super combats, more ranging. So I wouldn't even get the choice of stopping prayer flicking for a while because I'd have such a reduced... I'd literally have to take 3 more potions that aren't prayer pots. So I'd have to prayer flick so much. And honestly, like I said, it takes enjoyment out. But this task has been very, very successful. It was pretty bad to start with. I mean, I'm not expecting to get any drops. I plan to do a lot of Dagonoff Kings anyway. But as we can see, 104 prime kills, we get the Sears ring, and then 106 we get archers. Obviously the Sears ring is a duplicate, a bit of a troll, but obviously I don't care, it's bank value. And I'd like to get all the duplicates anyway. And then straight after that, we get the archer ring. We picked up ourselves a hard clue and an elite clue as well. And some other things which I'm going to keep my bank for now. I don't know if any of these are duplicates. And some alks. Altogether, that task was pretty insane, I'm not going to lie. So we just imbued our archer ring. And I haven't actually mentioned this, but in future, for a lot of PVM drops, not all PVM drops, but specific ones, we do plan to keep duplicates. So I'm not going to keep duplicate Zora ones because I'm going to dismantle them for scales. I was originally going to keep them, but I just thought I can get scales so much faster if I dismantle. And we've got the collection log if we really want to see what I've got from Zora. But spare archer rings and all that are all going to line up in here eventually really nicely. But obviously there's a lot of drops to come. There's still so much PVM that I've got to do. There's raised duplicates, all stuff like that. Stuff that doesn't go in this tab. That's a duplicate will be in this tab somewhere. But for now, we did just get ourselves an archer ring. And of course, like I said, we just imbued it. So we're going to slot that right there. We're actually going to get rid of this book because I don't... Well, we might still use it. I'm not sure if... I think I use it for bursting. I think I'm correct in saying. I do use it for bursting. So we are just going to keep it down here for now. But as you can see, we now have best in slot range ring, range ring, melee ring, and magic ring, which is really satisfying to see. The warrior ring, I don't know if I'm going to imbue a warrior ring because I don't know if I'll ever use it. I might just leave all warrior rings I get in this tab because it could waste a bank slot. But if I ever find I need to use it, I can just go imbue one. I still have loads of points left. I'm not sure what else I need to imbue other than a warrior ring if I wanted to. But I've got plenty of points spare. But now that we've done that, we're probably going to go straight back to Slayer after I do these 2 clues, that is. So if I get anything good in these clues, well, even if I don't, I'm going to show you me open the casket. So I'm going to go do these 2 clues real quick. And hopefully we'll get something half decent in these. We've got ourselves the hard and the elite casket. Both of these clues were kind of annoying to do, I'm going to be honest. The hard was max steps and they were all over the place. And the elite was 2 Sherlock ones. One of them I had to get Shazy in armor. And then I had to swell another combat bracelet and get an extra helm of Native Snot for another clue. We actually got the Searcoal one, so I've now stashed the Searcoal, which saves us a bank slot, which, you know, at the moment we've got enough bank slots as it is, but it's always nice for future. So let's open these 2, see if we get anything interesting. We will start with the hard casket. Spare black D-hide. Shit as usual. Hard caskets are never ever good, I swear. I can't remember the last time I got something decent from a hard casket. And the elite... Ooh, the katana and a master clue from it too. That katana is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. We just got a Dragonstone bracelet back just after we used one, so that'll be handy if I want to come to sort my house out. But that's not a bad clue, you know. We get a unique in the katana. We get a master clue. I can't complain too much. Let's see if we can do this first stat. Follow the bard. Wonderful. We'll soon find out if I can do it or not. We was very lucky in the first step of this clue. Follow the bard only wants to see a dragon defender. I was really worried that he was going to say he wants to see an Infernal Axe, because I can actually do that. It's just whether or not I'm actually going to right now. I'm 76.5 making. You need 85 to be able to make it. Like I said, I've got the items for it, but I really didn't fancy doing it. But also dropping the clue would be, there's no really point because I can do it. I just need to bother to do it. But thankfully, we got the Dragon Defender. Let's see if we get another fallow after this. I believe we used the defend on him, if I'm not mistaken. I think this might be our first or second fallow thing I've ever done. I've never really done master clues. Oh no, it's back-to-back fallow. Oh, come on. Wait. I don't even have a Dragon Scimitar. Oh no. Rip 100k. I'll tell you now, I never want this clue step ever again. I know I'm going to get it, but if I can't do this master clue after I've done this disgustingly long part, I'm going to be so salty. Oh, see, let's just another one. These are so long. Can I do all these? Yes, I can. The last one's just annoying because we have to go deep wilderness. The others are right, but this clue here is long. Like, this step of this clue is just so fucking long, but I suppose, hopefully, at the moment we're on, I'm not sure how many steps you can get in this. 9, I think, in a master. I'm not sure what the minimum is. I think it might be 9. I might be completely wrong, but we're on 4. Let's just hope we can complete it. Right, I am slightly worried. We need an ancient staff for this clue. I didn't really pay attention because we need to get a negative bonus, which actually says currently only possible with an ancient staff. Now, I do know that once you've completed Desert Treasure, you only get 1 ancient staff, and I have no idea as to whether or not I got it and then later out or dropped it. If so, I don't believe you can obtain another one other than killing Vetion, Chaos Fanatic, Mummy, or the Thermonuclear Smoke Devil. Vetion's a 1 in 43 drop rate, so it's not too bad, but 43 Vetion kills takes fucking ages, because Vetion's just horrible to do. So I'm hoping right now that we haven't actually got one off of Eblis before. I believe that's his name. Something like that. Here he is. Let's just hope we haven't. Let's talk to him. Please, just... Oh, I don't think I have, by the looks of things. Yes. Oh, that has just saved my life. We've got the Ancient Staff, so now we can get a negative magic bonus, or prayer bonus, wherever it is, which I believe we will get just from doing this. Yep. So, we're going to go, hopefully, finish this clue now. Well, it's time to open the master clue. Now, I'm a bit embarrassed about this, but we're 2k total, well, 2030. Basically, 151 mil experience. This is our first master clue. I definitely haven't been looking to do clues. I think I've done about 5 or 6 elite clues as well. I've done, yeah, 1 since I've logged out on my current, since I haven't logged out yet, so it hasn't updated, but since I've done 4, since I've done 5, I've only done 203 or 4 clues altogether. I'm not sure how many I've done since I've been logged in this time. I think only 2. So about 203 clues. This is the 204th. I really haven't done too many clues with my Ironman. That's why I haven't completed many books. I've done literally what I need to get. Got D-hide chaps and whatnot on top, and I'm happy with it. But I'm starting to do clues again, obviously. And this is the master. And obviously, like I said, this is the only master that we've done on the account so far. It was quite a horrible one. We were all over the place. But here we go. Let's see what we get. I don't even know what masters have in them. But let's open it. You know what? I'm not going to complain about that because I need cash right now. That's 150k ALK. Some Toflax, we'll take it for free. 34k cash. And some more in teleports. It's pretty useless, but it's a bit of cash. I'm not going to complain. LOL. Oh shit, I was miles away. I'm trying to get on the Discord server and we just got a shield left half from a Dark Beast. Fuck, man. That's my first shield left half other than when I went for on a Gorax. That's insane. Just thought I'd put this clip in here real quick. I'm actually at raids at the moment, and obviously you guys know I've been learning solos, and I still plan to learn solos, but at the moment I've been doing a couple of duos, trying to perfect them, and we've been doing two of us because duos. We've done +1 with my main in the raid, and then we leave. So it's supposed to be scaled to 3, and we just done a duo, and we finished off. We was AFK for about 10 minutes at one point. We were sorting stuff out. So it was about a 35-minute raid, and we ended on 62k points total. Now, from what I've heard, supposedly 2s and 3s are scaled the same, but I'm not 100% sure, so we tested it. So we've just done a 2+1, and that's what we ended with. And we're going to see if we get anywhere close to that point. So the raid's fairly similar.
So the points should be fairly similar, but we're not going to do the +1, and we're going to see what the points are like. But if the points are actually consistently this good, I definitely plan to do so many more duos than when I learn solos. Solos are nice, I can do them whenever, but also I can do a hell of a lot of duos because me and Joe, who's the person I'm raiding with, we're both on a lot together, so there's a lot of time that we can do it. But we're currently trying to perfect it and learn skipping perfectly between the both of us and know exactly where it's set. But 62k points in a raid, that's pretty damn good if you ask me. We've just got an elite casket. We haven't actually got it on screen how much it was worth because I logged out straight after. I went to grab something to eat, but we did get a unique, and it is a really odd unique. Other than that, we got a crossbow. You know, you can see there's the 5 items that we got. But this is a giant boot, and I thought, like, what the hell? And then you can equip it, and yeah, you put it on your head. It's a very interesting item, but it's worth just under 300k. Like, what the hell even is this item, and who come up with it? But I guess it's unique, and we might wear it at some point. But hey, it's another elite clue done. I figured it would be a good idea to try out Blast Mine for the first time. We only have 700 dynamite, but I've never done it, and I didn't actually realise. I was sitting there thinking, I was doing a bit of Motherload Mine. I was like, I get gold ore through this. What about Blast Mine? Do you actually get gold ore through that? And I found out you do. I didn't actually realise. So we're going to see how much we get. We're going to use all 700 dynamite. We'll record how much experience we get through it, and we'll see what ores we come out with after. I completely forgot to mention it, but I said that we was going to try out duo raids without a +1 and see what the point difference was like. And what we'd noticed is it's just mainly Ulm that seems to change. I may be completely wrong in saying that, but we ended like maybe 6 to 8k points less than every other raid. But it does make it, we noticed that Ulm is just so much easier. In the future, we probably will do 2+1s, but until we're like completely fully comfortable and we're just, you know, flying through everything, we're not going to change it until then. The rooms before can sometimes just be a pain. Sometimes RNG can just fuck you over. Sometimes it's nice just to do chill raids, but if we are looking for more points an hour and to go full sweaty, we definitely will +1 it. I'm still doing my dynamite, as you guys can see. I'm about to actually gain a fire making level. I won't bother showing it now that I've said that, but in 2k experience, we will get 77 fire making. Nice exchange, lol. We have just finished our 700 dynamite. Now, I said I'm going to record XP. I didn't do it exactly because I kind of forgot because I've done stuff in between. But we gained, if I was to guess from the amount of dynamite, just using how much experience I gained in the last session, we gained about 40k fire making experience and just under 20k mining. Obviously, that doesn't include the big XP drop we're about to get. I didn't wear Prospector during doing all the mining phases because it's 20 XP drops. If I remember correctly, watching a video from 75 to 99, you gain like an extra 50k experience. So it's not really worth it, and I'd have to use staminas because my run energy would go down a lot more consistently, I believe. But either way, this is what we got from 700 dynamite. I haven't picked up any other. I haven't collected any ore yet. This is all the ore. And I believe all I've got to do to this guy is collect and we'll get a big XP drop. I'm pretty happy with what we've got, considering it's only 700, maybe 2.5. I'm not sure how long it took. I'm going to guess 2.5 hours. I think it's like 15k fire making experience now, and if I've got 40k, it's around 2.5, maybe close to 3 hours. Regardless, I'm happy with it. 700 dynamite. The best part about this is definitely the Addy and the Myth. The gold's nice, obviously that's the main reason I wanted to do it, so much gold to go out of it, but it's nowhere near as much as I thought it would. I thought gold would be ahead of Myth and Adamant, but it's clearly not. The Runite ore's nice. We can't do anything with it yet, but we will be able to soon, so I can't complain. But that's 2 experience drop we get. We're currently sitting at 79, we've recently got a level. 185k from 80, it'd be nice. I don't think we will, but it'd be nice if we can get to 80. So let's go ahead and collect it and see what experience drop we get. 117k. Alright, it's not as much as I thought it would be. I really didn't know what to expect. I was expecting maybe 150k, but 117k. That's not too bad. That's just out of interest. Let's see how much this is all worth together. 1.3 mil. That's not too bad, you know, I'm happy with that. But like I said, it's ores that I've basically got for free and mining experience for free because I've just been getting it from raids. I can't complain with that whatsoever. I'm going to go Prospector back in my house now. I haven't actually mentioned that to you guys. But ever since I've got my house upgraded, well not upgraded, but just before 99 construction, I made sure I could fit more like kilo items in my house. I did go ahead and put all the skilling outfits because there's absolutely no need for them to be in the bank.
You don't use them that often, and when you do, you can just go get them out of your house. It saved 12 inventory slots. I mean, that's insane if you ask me. Obviously, rogues was already in there. If you guys remember me doing that. But next, I'm thinking, I don't know the method. I don't know if it's more efficient to do it. I believe it is. But we've got a lot of gold ore to smith, and also I'd like to get my myth ore done. Because I've come to the realization that you get so much myth ore that I just want to turn loads of it into plate bodies and out them for good smithing experience and money. If I was to do all the bars, every single myth ore and myth bar, it would be like 4.5 mil in alks. That's not much at all, but that's free money at the end of the day. Myth darts are going to be easy to come by. I'm going to get loads more myth ore, and also it will give me like the smithing experience, and it'll make getting to 83 smithing that bit cheaper. We get money towards it whilst getting smithing experience. But I'm going to see if I know the method how to do myth and gold at the same time. I think we might go do a bit of that. Before we get into this clip, I just want to say if the audio sounds slightly different, it's because I'm playing about with my audio settings. I've added in a compressor because I don't know why I've never thought of it. But obviously when I react to things, I can get quite loud. So hopefully the compressor will help. I'm gonna have to test around with it and potentially just shout into my microphone and see how it is. But I'm gonna need the right time of day to do that. Can't do it too late, can't do it too early. And to be honest, you're not really meant to just be shouting anyway. But hey ho, this clip right here, we have just had a nice little grind at Blast Furnace. Now I didn't record the XP in the in-game tracker, but I did record it on my rune light because my rune light hasn't shut since I completed it. But basically what we done is we turned all of our gold, myth, and basically all of our adamant, other than like I think maybe 11 adamant ore, into bars. Now in total we gained just under 800k experience. The only thing we had to do was buy I think 500 gold ore. The reason I had to do that is because I've been doing my myth ore and my gold bars at the same time. Once I finished those, I was doing adamant ore and gold bars at the same time. I didn't want to stop doing gold when I was doing adamant, so I had to buy a little bit more just to make sure I could continually do gold and adamant together all the way. But we've done it, and here's the amount of bars that we have, which is a nasty amount. And let's just quickly check how much this is worth. So this is 7.6 mil worth of myth bars and adamant bars together, obviously. As you can see, the myth bars are just so much more money, and there's so little of them compared to the myth bars. I'm not sure if I said the wrong way, but adamant bars are basically expensive. But we got to 79 smithing, nearly 80, which I'm not going to lie, I'm really surprised about. And I've got a calculator I use which can show me how much experience I've got stored. And if I was to use all of these myth bars and all of these adamant bars right now, it doesn't matter what I use them on, because one bar is the same experience depending on what you use it on. But I do plan to do myth plate bodies because I've got so many myth darts already and I don't need any more yet. When I do, I'll have loads of myth already to be able to use them. And adamant, obviously I do adamant dart tips, but once we use all of these on myth plates and adamant dart tips, we're going to have 82 smithing. I don't know how far we'll be from 83, but we're going to have 2.42 million experience. I haven't bothered to look how close to 83, but I'm not going to have spent a dime other than the cost for the coffer to use this place, and of course a little bit of money to get 500-600 gold ore when I wanted to continue doing it. But originally I was sitting through my head, 9 maybe 10 mil to get to 83, and I haven't spent anything. I'm actually going to gain because all of these are going to go to myth plate bodies. It's going to get me 4.8 mil worth of alks, about 1500 plate bodies. It equivalates to 624 GP per bar, which is very, very nice. And it's just nice to be able to get the quick smithing experience, because obviously if I was to do some dart tips it would take so long, but myth plate bodies won't take long at all. And then straight after that we can just out them. We'll do alk agility probably, but once we've out them, that's 4.8 million that we've got for almost like free, if you ask me. But the fact that we've done that is really nice, because that will get us to 82 smithing, and at 80 smithing we can actually go get our crystal keys, turn them into enhanced crystal keys, and open the new chest. The one downside to that I didn't actually realize, you need 10 crystal shards per key, and we have, if I'm not mistaken, 70 of these. 70, well 71 actually, we might as well put this one together right now, which means we need 710 crystal shards. Right now we have 27. We've done like 11 or 12 Zalcano, and I probably will get the rest from Zalcano and get so many supplies from it. I think it's 1 to 3 crystal shards per kill guaranteed, so it could take absolutely ages. But at the same time, I'm going to get so much from it. I might switch it up every now and then. I might go do maybe a bit of Gauntlet. I haven't done any of that yet. But For now, we're going to go turn all these myth bars into myth plate bodies, and then the adamant darts into adamant dart tips. I probably won't out them straight away because I don't need the money just yet, but next thing you'll probably see me doing is either getting 82 smithing or 80 smithing, whatever milestone I get to, or when we're at Zalcano. I know some people may be wondering, and I know I didn't mention it last clip, but some people might be thinking, you know, you're doing myth plates. Obviously, I'm going to get their money from it, but I'm not going to get all those darts, which means all those fletching, all that fletching experience. I know I'm going to be missing out on fletching experience, but at the moment, my main priority is to get all of this done, and I can take the money forward to then just buy fletching. I don't mind buying fletching in the future. It doesn't bother me too much. It's going to save me a bit of time right now, because I'm really not focused on fletching. This will get me to my smithing goal that bit faster, so I can work on other stuff. So that's the reason that I don't really care for darts. Obviously, I've got enough as it is, and I also don't really care for the fletching experience. Obviously, it'd be nice to get it, but that's a hell of a lot of darts to do, and I really don't want to do it. I'd rather just focus on getting this done. Something to alk whilst I can do agility, because I want to focus on agility anyway, and I can just buy fletching later down the line. Also, I guess it's worth a quick mention. The smithing update came out yesterday, so it's literally a one-click make all, which makes this like so much easier. We picked up ourselves an elite clue from a raid, and then just after that we did a birdhouse run and got a hard clue. So we've completed both of these. Here's the hard casket. That's a pretty stacked clue actually. Armadillo plate skirt, rune plate skirt G, and a normal plate skirt. That's not too bad actually, not too bad of a clue. And the elite, ooh, is this unique? It's worth a lot of money, but that's mainly in the planks and probably, how much are the tuna potatoes worth? Because that's obviously the page, duh. The page is worth 140k alone. Let's see if this page is a unique. It is very, very nice. That puts us one page away from the Armadillo book. We still haven't completed the book yet. I'm not too mad about it. But also, let's see if these are unique. This is not a unique. This is a unique, which is nice. That means we have another unique. We'll set it up like that for now. So we've actually got a lot of rune plate skirts that are uniques. But other than that, the clues weren't too great. A couple of alks, but that's pretty cool. We got, was it 3 uniques? Yeah, 3 uniques in 2 clues. I can't complain with that. We've just finished up using all of our supplies, smithing wise. Now, including doing all the blast furnace and smithing everything into plate bodies and darts. This isn't all the darts. I did actually fletch some earlier. We're gonna have a total of I can't even do my math. What 15k? Yeah, about 15k darts, which is pretty nice. At the moment, I'm just using myth darts in raids because I don't know. I'm being really stingy with my adamant darts because I really want to save them for if I do actually do Hydra with a blowpipe. I really don't want to, but it's getting really tempting to be honest. But we did use all of our myth bars on myth plate bodies, which I've put in here. So we've got 1537. But that got us a total of 1.267 million experience, which is very nice. It puts us up to 82 smithing. We only need one more smithing level and we can complete the Lumbridge and Draenor Elite Diary. I'm going to fletch all these arrows. Then we're probably going to go Zalcano, get enough shards to be able to use my crystal keys. Then maybe get some gold ore through that and Zalcano. And hopefully finish off 83 smithing. Now I figured I'd put this quick clip in. I've put this little XP tracker down here. We just done 8.7k adamant darts, and we done it fairly like decently efficiently, as you can tell from the experience rate. I've paused it obviously, but we got up to 1.7 mil experience an hour, and the worst part about it is it was still going up. And I finished my darts, and by the time I moved my mouse over and right clicked to pause the tracker, it had already gone down like 20k. So the experience rates were still going up. It's just ridiculous how much experience you can get through fletching darts. It's absolutely mad. Like, I know people have got this 99 extremely quick, but it really does baffle me to see experience rates like that. They're actually legit. Like I said, we're going to be going for crystal shards. Now, I'm not going to lie, I thought Zalcano was more crystal shards, like an hour, but it doesn't seem to work out as many as I thought, but the loot is insane. I don't know if I'm going to stay here for right now, because I'm going to test out Gauntlet to see if I get more crystal shards an hour there. I didn't actually time it, but it's quite slow, it feels like, getting crystal shards. I was doing it in about teams of 4 and 5 of just randoms, and you was just flying through it. I got like maybe 2, maybe 3 MVPs out of all this loot, and just look at it, it's disgusting. Now, what I will say is this is from 17kc. All this down here is all the loot, obviously not the construction cape. All the shards, absolutely everything here. This here is just from 17kc. Now, we're going to do a quick price check of it. I'm not 100% sure if Runelight is fully correct. If we just whack everything in, let's take out the staminas and take out the brews. Literally, this is what we got. 2.6 mil worth of loot, which is absolutely crazy. This didn't even take long at all. It's less than an hour's worth. And this is a skilling boss, which is just mad. I don't know if I got lucky at all or anything, but that's just a hell of a lot of money. 2 rune bar drops, which did work out to be 600k alone. What's crazy about it is, in return, we only used about 4 staminas, which, as you guys can see, is about 20k. And we used about 6 brews, which is 18k, something like that. About 20k as well. My maths is awful. But about 40k in supplies to get 2.6 mil back. That is absolutely insane. We're probably going to go use our crystal shards that we have at the moment. We have a couple more in the bank, just to see what the keys are like and see how many shards we get back. And then we'll probably go try out Gauntlet. So this is where we turn our crystal key into the enhanced one. There's multiple of these around Prifddinas. There's just a singing bowl. There's different icons. I'm at one. There's one here, and there might be one up here that I can't see. But there's a couple around Prifddinas regardless. One's right next to the POH portal. But these are the first 6, and the only 6 we can do at the moment. If we sing, we will get a fairly nice XP drop, considering you actually get quite a bit of experience for this. So we get 3k crafting and 3k smithing. And we're going to go use these and see what we get out of just the first 6. So this video is going to be long, I know, but there's a lot happened in this video and the last one. So I'm sorry for the length. I'm going to try keep them short. I did actually say that last week, but there's just so much happened this week that I felt like I just got to record everything. There's 6 enhanced crystal keys. Let's see what we get. I'm kind of interested. The first one, you obviously get a Dragonstone every time. We've got a loot path, a key back, and 11k coins. Not bad, not bad. Second one, a crystal key for free. Alright, that's more crystal shards we need. Next one, there's some crystal shards back right there. Some raw shark. Obviously, the Dragonstones are very nice. Everyone can't complain about that. More crystal shards back. That was quite a few, actually. We went from 6... We just got 14 crystal shards from 1 key. That's pretty nice. And last but not least, a crystal acorn. Now, if you guys don't already know what this is, this clip's going to be long. I didn't expect to get one. I will show you what it is. Now, I don't exactly know where it is on the map, but there is somewhere in Prifddinas. I'm going to find out. I'm not going to find out where it is now, but I'm going to go do it at one point. Basically, you place the crystal acorn. It's just a tree. You'll grow it, and at the end, you get like 13k experience, I think, from checking the health of it. And then once you cut it down with your axe, you get crystal shards. So it's a passive way of getting crystal shards. I believe that's what a crystal acorn is anyway. You can turn crystal weapon seeds into crystal acorns as well, but obviously you can clearly get them through this chest. So once I've opened all the keys, I'll probably... And to be honest, I should do this now, but that's basically what a crystal acorn is. We are just running over to the crystal acorn patch. I figured I would show it to you guys now and actually end the episode here. It's only Friday, and I would normally end my content on a Sunday, but I feel like I've got so much content this week, and I feel like next week I'm going to be doing a lot of raiding. Not like a whole week of raiding, but it's probably going to be slowed down, because unless I get a purple, there's not much to show at raids. There's other content and goals I plan to work towards, but if I do a lot of raids, it might be quite hard to get content unless we see purples or something interesting happens, which a lot of the time can pretty much be nothing at raids. But for now, we're going to put the crystal sapling in, and we're actually going to ultra compost it. I don't believe these can die, but I have heard that ultra compost does increase the yield. One thing that kind of confused me about this patch is there is no tool leprechaun to be seen. Either that or I'm completely blind. So I just use my construction cape to go to Rimington to get to that tool leprechaun pretty quick. But I don't know why there isn't. But what we're going to do next, and next episode you will see, at the start of next episode, we're going to have some gauntlet. Now I have no idea how to do gauntlet, so I'm going to look over a quick guide. I've got an idea of how it works, but I'd like to do it fairly efficiently. Now I don't have rigor, so I'm not even going to bother with corrupted gauntlet.
normal gauntlet runs are going to be fine. Corrupted gauntlet, from what I've heard, it isn't actually that good anyway. I think you get one extra roll and it takes quite a bit extra time. In the future, I imagine it probably would be more efficient if it's changed, or if people find out ways to do it a lot better. It might even be better now, I'm not sure. Last time I saw it was before any of the gauntlet was changed, just on release. But like I said, next episode we're going to start with gauntlet. We're going to get into a fair bit of raiding next week. Probably going to see a lot of duos. Other than that, goals I'm going to be working on is finishing off 83 smithing. That's what we're going to be doing in between, so we can get that Lumbridge Elite. It might even be early on in the next episode. It depends if I get enough crystal shards and bother to finish these keys, or if I go back and just buy a hell load of gold to finish off 83 smithing. But other than that, I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. If you did, don't forget to smash the like button. Drop a comment down below what you guys think of Zalcano, if you think it's a bit overpowered, if you think it's balanced, and if you know of a really good way of getting crystal shards fast, please do let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm going to need to get a hell of a lot in the future, not just for the crystal keys. If I get the pickaxe and whatnot, I'm just going to be wanting crystal shards the whole time. But that's it, guys. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.